Hi everybody and welcome to Code Faster. So in today's video we're going to learn about how to receive input through command interrupter. Basically we're going to pass some values to our Java program, and first of all I'm going to show you an example without using Eclipse. I'm going to name this project, and inside it I'm going to create a batch file cmd. This is a batch file. It's similar to shell. It's actually used to run a series of commands. I'm actually doing this to automate some stuffs, so I'm going to save this as automate.bat. Now I'm going to use all files. I'm going to save it in that format. Hope yes. Batch file, it opens the interrupter for me so that it's all fast forwarded. So when I double click the automate, yes, it opens command interrupter with the project listed in. So instead of doing this, I can also do Ctrl plus R and then CMD, but there I have to use some CD space and go to some users coding trusted desktop project. So you have to do CD desktop and CD project. So this is pretty much handy, right? When you double click, you get a command interrupter at your project location. So this is how you do it, and the code is this: echo off and then cmd pretty much tells it to open a new command interrupter, and then echo off is nothing but it tells do not display anything. So I think this is not needed for this program because we have only single input, single instruction. Let's clear it, and now I'm going to create a new notepad and then new file called try.java. Now here, since I don't have the file, Notepad is asking me to create one, and I'm going to click S. So now I have a Notepad right here. Since I have named this file as try.java, and I'm going to create a class try public. Here I'm not using the packages concept. I'm just showing you an example how to receive an input through the command line, through the command interrupter. So we're going to have public static void main, and then here the main should be public static void main. We should be knowing it, since main function, since we are not creating any objects here, I need a static function, and Java's default program execution start set public static void main. So public identifier tells that this function should be visible outside visible to any other classes, and static tells that it's not an object, it's not a part of an object, it's a separate instance, and you have to create a single copy of this method and make it accessible to all the classes who's importing this class. So whatever, so this is what the meaning of this function. Now we're going to say string dot args. So when you compile your program should contain this method by default. There should not be any change with this method. If you have any change, like if you forget the string parameter, your Java program will not compile. So basically I'm going to accept the string, and I'm going to use the for loop, and int I is equal to 0 till I is less than args dot length length function. So this args is a string, and it has a length function, it has a length property, and I and increment the variable I. Now I can put it like, no, normally Java programs used to indent like this, but I come from C++ background, so I do it like this. Okay, fine. Now the thing is, I have to get the input from command interrupter and then print it. So basically you're getting an array of strings, and here I'm looping from 0 till the last array element. So I have to print it. So I'm going to use system.out.println method, system.out.println, and then I'm going to say args, the variable which we have used to store the array of strings. I'm going to use the variable with the, I'm going to select the ith string of it, and I'm going to say, yep, that's it. This should be it. Let's just check rather this compiles. So here I have the command interrupter with the project file representing the project. So we are here in the command interrupter project, and here we have the try file. So basically I need to compile this file. I'm going to use Java compile. I'm going to say Java C try. What happened? Classes names try only are accepted if okay. I forgot the .java. Now it should be okay. Fine. Now I have to invoke this class using Java. So I have to just type try, and I'm going to pass in the parameters. I'm going to say code in raster is cool. So I have passed in code in raster school, and the program is looping through the arguments passed. So here I have just so here I'm just looping from um, here I'm just looping from 0 till the array last element. So I have code in raster school. So I'm getting like code in raster school. I'm just using print line method. If I want everything in a single line, I should be using this print, and then at the last I need a new line. So anyway, that's not a matter. So if I need it in a single line, I should be doing this, and it should work just the same. Yep, here we got everything in a single line. See, I have no space, so let me add a space. Compiling the Java file and then running it. So here we got a similar output like as shown. This is how you receive a message from command interrupter, from your default command interrupter. In Nix also you can do the same similar steps, use the same function, and if you type in the parameters, you'll be getting it. So this is how you do it manually and without using Eclipse. So now let's open up Eclipse. This is going to get me some time, man. So let's open up Eclipse and let me tell you like how it goes in there. So I'm going to copy in this public class try. I'm going to put it right inside Eclipse and show you how it should be, how it should happen in Eclipse. We'll close this command interrupt also. So Eclipse is a GUI IDE where you use it to automate certain stuffs. So in command interrupter you have to type Java C. Instead here with just mouse clicks you could escape that. So here we already have a test class, so it should get me a similar result. Now the difference is, instead of just clicking this run symbol, you have to just select this down arrow and you have to use run configurations, select run configurations, and then you're going to use this argument, press this argument tab, then you're going to say code in raster school. You're going to type in this code in raster school. So whatever you type, it's your wish. So I'm going to run this file and it should display code in raster school, just the similar output we got in our default command interrupter. So in Eclipse this is how you do it, just the top down button and then run configurations and just select the arguments tab, and here you enter your arguments. So you can also perform virtual machine arguments. So I have an interesting virtual machine arguments verbose, and it displays what all the classes the virtual machine, in what order the Java classes are executed. Let me check it. Yes, here you have a typical view of how the Java executes my program. So when I double click the console, it should give me a big screen. Yep. And now when you see, there's hell a lot of files opening up, but I'm just outputting code in raster school. Okay, so the Java outputs all these programs, opens all these classes, and then it comes to my class test.java, and then it opens a new class.java.lang.void, because the main function uses void, so it's going to have a void object for it. So Java does autoboxing. So if you're looking for more awesome tutorials on Java, just look at Code in Raster, because Code in Raster is cool. Catch you guys soon with another interesting video.